Okay, so this is what the market did today. We got a doji candle here on Nasdaq. On the S&P, interestingly, we did not have a doji. We had a pretty strong day up. And then on the RTY, we had a very strong day up. Another big breakout day with RTY. RTY has been going crazy, and I wish I was trading it. But I did not take a trade today. I still wanted to make a video and just get my thoughts out to stay practicing. Um, Looking at this daily structure over here, it made sense. We would have another push down, like with selling pressure this significant. Doji, doji candle. Kind of makes sense. Maybe we'll get another leg, but I think we're definitely probably going to at least retest this level here, around 2,000 or 20,400. But I could see us going down here, because if these bears, they're gonna want more, and they're probably gonna try and push it down to this area. Maybe back even below 20,000. I'm not sure, but I'm kind of bearish on Nasdaq. RTY, very bullish. I mean, look at that. That's crazy. This one candle here is like more movement than. It's like you have a bigger range on this one candle here than you have like 4 or 5 of these candles added together. It's like the average daily range it's just exploding like after this big bottle up period. So yeah, I haven't really been trading too much because of how poorly I did before. I've been like working a lot on myself, but I still wanted to make this analysis and just talk about what I think is going on. I think it's helpful to make these types of videos. For me and maybe any viewer watching, I can hopefully help you too. So we talked about the daily. Let's talk about the hourly. What happened today? Start talking about RTY. We made a doji at the 6 a.m. 7 a.m. We opened up very strong. You could have taken a long. If you wanted to be aggressive, you could have taken a long after it went above this candle. You could have taken a long here. As for where you place your stop loss, place it below here probably. Or, yeah, I would have placed it below here, like right around here. So say you got in here, put your stop loss here. That is about a 7-point stop. That's pretty wide. I mean, that's $350 per contract. So yeah, it's wide, but with how strong RTY has been, yeah, a second entry though here at this candle for RTY, you could have bought when it went below this level, expecting bulls to be there, and you could have put your stop halfway down this candle. I think on strong bars, just buying and then putting the stop halfway is pretty solid strategy and good placement. And that's backed up by Al Brooks. That's backed up by Tom Hugard. I'm sure some other people have that strategy as well. But that's a strategy some good traders use. All right, now just realized I had the MNQ up when I was talking about RTY. But let's talk about MNQ now. I already kind of talked about it on the daily. I kind of expected a push down today, so how could you have traded this? Looking at the 5-minute, just going into today, we could have expected bearish. Once we see this, though, we know, okay, this is not a good time to be bearish. This, not a good time to be bearish, except, that's two candles with big wicks down below. If bears try again and hold and win, they could really be off to the races. So in a very aggressive entry, you could have entered on the close of this bar, 10 minutes into market open, right at 740. You could have sold, put the stop loss right above here, walked away from your computer at 7:40 a.m. Mountain Time, 9:40 a.m. Eastern Time, come back at 25 minutes later or 30 minutes later, and you could have been up 180 points. Are you going to capture that whole move? Probably not, but another really interesting thing, Adam Grimes has written about the concept of, on doji days, the markets will, with astounding reproducibility, they'll move away from the open and come back near the open. Al Brooks recently released a video where he talked about halfway through the day there'll be a change in sentiment. So look at the halfway bar. There are 80, I think it's 80 bars a day. Maybe it's 79. Maybe it's just 78. Okay, so there's 78 bars in a day. On bar 39, halfway bar, and bar 40, look what happened. We hit the low of the day. It went up. So this could have been a longer hold. Not as powerful of a move as this, but I think this would have been a nice move too. You buy around here, stop loss below this pivot area. So you buy here at the bottom of this micro range, 1040. We're at 470. Put the stop loss at 570. 100-point win. That's really solid. If you could get 100-point win a week in the NQ, if you can get 100 points in NQ every week consistently and avoid big losses, you will kill it. My biggest problem in my trading has been big losses. I need to cut out my big losses. And I think I'm going to do that. I think I made a video about a turning point in my trading, so I'm pretty optimistic. And I feel like my analysis is pretty good. It's just my discipline, my ability to execute. I feel like that's where I'm struggling the most. Because if you watch me, you see, hey, this guy kind of knows what he's talking about. Why is he not making money? And it's just because of discipline and gambling, and I have a gambler's mentality, and I need to create more friction and rules that I can follow consistently. So I've talked with a couple mentors about that, and I'm pretty optimistic about my future, but that's a different video, different discussion. Let's end this analysis and talk about ES real quick. So, strong day up. Normally you don't see ES and NASDAQ diverge this much and have such different days. But, a lot of wicks, kind of confusing. But these wicks came right down and touched that moving average. That's pretty interesting. Could have been kind of an aggressive entry, but if you were playing the hourly chart, you noticed this here. You could say, what the hell, I'll try along at the bottom where these wicks are forming. You could get long here while the candle's still forming, which I generally don't like to do, but if there's an area of a lot of wicks, I like to do that. Could have got long here. Stop loss, just below the last candle, keep it tight. Or below this area if you really want to go wide, which isn't a bad idea. So that could have been 20-point win. Looking at the 15-minute chart, that 1045 candle, we got a big change in sentiment there too on the ES. So if you would have bought that bar 40, close of bar 39, bar 40 at 695, you could have taken it up to 720, got 25 points. I don't think catching all that is unrealistic, but buy here, put it at the top of the range. So, you know, down at 93 up to 40, that's 20 points. And that's pretty, you know, that's like a, put the stop loss here. That's a 4 point, 3 point stop loss for 20 points. It's a 4, 5R, 6R return potentially. So that's my analysis for the day on the indices. Wanted to just show a stock I've been watching for a long time that I'm personally heavily invested in. QUIK Logic. I got in back in August of 2023. I rode it up to about here. Sold it. Got more here. Rode it back up. Now I sold like some up here, but I've mainly been holding ever since back here because I really believe in this stock. My dad's been invested in it in 7-8 years. Look at the all-time chart. I mean, it's had moments where it's been way higher, and right now it's profitable for the first time in the company's history. So I think just relative to the all-time, they make a programmable chip just like NVIDIA. This looks very bullish, this price action. So yeah, just a basic Google chart analysis for you guys, but I like this stock. You know, I'm obviously biased. If you enter, use a stop loss. Best time to get in was in this area and just put that stop loss right underneath, or just right as buy right as you see it starting to break out to the upside. But yeah, you know, that's my long-term analysis. Will it go to the moon? I don't know, but I think it could at least reach the 20s. It already hit the 20s once, or close to the 20s. So I think maybe it wouldn't be unreasonable for it to, I'm trying to think, maybe go up to here, wherever this number would be, 25, 24. So anyway, guys, can't talk. That's my video for the day. Thank you so much for watching. Happy trading. Good luck to everyone out there. Use appropriate risk. Don't get burned. Yeah, thanks for watching. Share this with your friends. Comment, like, subscribe, and let me know what you think. I love to engage in the comments. So if you hate it, tell me you hate it. I want to know exactly what you think. And yeah, thank you. Bye.